Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Get your dusty, musty, bald-head ass out of here. I'm Anna Brumbelow.
And you're watching Disney Channel.
How you doing, young lady? The feeling that you're giving.
So today I'm doing a collaboration video with So Rebecca though. I'm going to put a link to their profile in my description. We are both going to be telling a storytime video. Now, she's doing a paranormal, like, scary storytime video, and I really want to do a scary paranormal time video, but I don't have anything paranormal that's like happened to me in my life. Her video is going to be called Vampires Are Real Storytime, so I'm going to put the link in the description. Go check her out. This storytime is going to be the scariest moment of my life. I know my last video was a storytime video. I know my last video I had this same hat on. Don't focus on that, okay? This was last year, so it was at the end of my 8th grade year. And me being the crazy, demented kid that I was like, oh my god, what if I brought my dog to school with me in my book bag? And I was like, wow, Anna, that's a great idea. Everyone will love me. I'll be the cool kid. It got to the last day of school, and I picked up my little homie, Allie, and I put her in my book bag, and I put little blankets in the bottom of the book bag, and then I put her on top of it. I took her out to the bathroom before we went and everything. I got to school with my big old book bag on, you know, and nobody really noticed anything. She didn't cry or yelp or whatever little doggies do. She didn't do nothing. She was really good. What's the good of bringing a dog to school if you're not going to show people? The word got around pretty fast that Anna Brumbelow had a dog in her book bag on the last day of school. So many people were coming up to me and they're like, Anna, let me see the dog. Like, I heard that you had a dog. Just let me see it real quick. I was getting ready to ride the bus home. I was about to be out of that hoe. I was sitting there at my desk, and then the principal walks into the classroom. And he said,
Anna, can I speak to you for a moment?
and it was at the end of the class, so I was like, yeah, just let me clean up. But I was sitting down, and the dog was in my lap, and then I had the book bag on top of my dog. Not squishing it, but like just lightly over it. So all the stuff on my desk, I started putting in my book bag. And he walked over, and he was like,
Can I look in your book bag for a second?
yeah. And I kind of sat back for him to pick up the book bag and take it, and then there would be the dog. But instead, while it was laying in my lap, he just opened up the flap, and he saw that nothing was in there because the dog was right underneath me. Like, his hands were so close to the dog. Then he was like,
I'm sorry, there was just some rumors that I heard about you having a dog in your book bag.
and then I was like, what? What? But in my mind, I was like, he left, and he went to the doorway, and he was standing in the hall, you know, like, patrolling the hall or whatever. And I had to walk past him to get to my next class. I had put the dog in my book bag without him seeing it. Then as soon as I walked out of the classroom, this girl that doesn't ever talk to me, she was like, Anna, I heard you have a dog in your book bag. Can I see it? The principal was like 1 foot away, and I was like, I kind of made that face, you know, like, bitch, turn around. And she turned around, she saw my principal, and she was like, well, then he was like,
I need to talk to you in my office.
I was like, okay, great, let's go. I got to his office, and he said,
Hand me your book bag.
and now my dog was in the book bag. It was like chilling in there. And I was like, I don't think we need to do that right now.
Hand me your book bag.
And I was like, look, before you look into it, I just want you to know that this book bag isn't even mine. Like, whose book bag is that? It's not mine. Yeah, my name's printed across it, but it's not mine. Like, he was like,
Hand me your book bag.
and I was like, before I give it to you, can you just confirm to me that you will not judge me once you open and see the contents of this bag?
Hand me your book bag.
And I was like, okay. You win, Shrek. Here, take it. Because he looks like Shrek. He started opening the tiny pockets first, and I was like, do you really think my dog is gonna be in the tiny little place where the water bottle holder is? Like, come on. And so he opened up the very big one last, where the dog was. And right when he unzipped it, my little homie Allie, she was like, Rrr! And she had not barked ever since I had her. Ever. But suddenly, now that we're in school and I could get in trouble, all of a sudden, she wants to belt out the national anthem or something. I don't know. I don't know what was going on. He took out the dog, and he was like, and I was like, whose is that? He was like, Anna. I was like, that is not my dog. I've never seen that dog before in my life. And the dog was like clawing to get over to me. He was like, Anna. And I was like, So he like had it on his chest. He was petting it. He was like, and he was getting on to me while he was petting it. He was like, yeah, you in big trouble. I was like, how am I supposed to take you serious when you 3 fingers deep inside of my dog's hair? And he was like, can you stand up and empty your pockets, please? And I was like, he must think I have another dog inside of my pockets. Like, you think I have like a family of dogs? He was like,
Empty your pockets.
and I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. I was a bad kid. And in my pocket, I had a lighter. He was like,
Anna, why are you playing these games? Empty your pockets.
I was like, empty your pockets. He was like,
Anna, empty your pockets.
I was like, I took out the lighter, I put it on his desk, and he was like he'd never seen a lighter before. He was like,
Anna.
and I was like, that's not mine either. He was like, I was like, I don't know whose that is. Who put that in my bag? Huh? Who put that in my pocket? What is all this, huh? Is this a setup? And he was like, you're suspended for the rest of the day. And I was like, oh, this is the last day of school. Like, okay.
I'm working for an hourly wage. I went to high school, didn't do great. Still, I gotta make more cash, more education.
Bruh. No, look at it.
But thank you guys for 1,100 subscribers. Like, are you serious? I love you all lots. Comment, subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. Like, I ain't pressuring nobody.